Good afternoon, everybody. Well, I finally made it out to the garage today, and what I'm doing is just loading up some little sprouting plastic containers, some soil. That one's got a little crack in it, but that's okay. I'm going to try out some of the heirloom corn, see what I can grow, or what we can grow together. It's kind of depressing outside because everything is just, dead from the freeze. It's at that point where all the loose vegetation, the leaves, are falling, from the plants and the trees, and looks a little like a war zone. Because normally this time of year, everything starts greening up and it's very luscious and tropical, subtropical. But then again, everyone is always saying, well, it doesn't get that cold down here very often, and wouldn't it be nice for it to really get cold? And it did. And now we're all like, oh my gosh, we weren't ready for this, or, But it's just, spring is just such a time of rebuilding, and birds are looking for places right now to lay their eggs. And I feel kind of bad because there's really no place for them to do that. But they're very resourceful creatures, so hopefully, hopefully they'll find a little spot. So until I get a GoPro, please bear with me. And we're just going to start these 3 seeds, or actually 4. We'll go ahead and sprout like 4 heirloom corn seeds. Let's just start with 4. I'll do the remaining 2 off camera. This is about where I live right now. This just kind of says it all. It just looks kind of like this everywhere. I know that sign says succulent garden, but not. While this is cactus, it'll probably come back with a little water. It would be hard to kill those things. Nature's pretty resilient. I already see the bamboo peeking up a little bit more aggressively than it looks like it's really trying to come back. Isn't that crazy, bamboo? After a polar vortex. So this soil is actually pretty nice and moist. And I know from experience that when you're planting corn seeds, right, you don't have to put them all that deep, because the root system of corn is very shallow. And I didn't know that until I started gardening last year. One thing I do notice that you have to do is protect it from the wind, and I found a little method to do that. And I just set a couple of bricks in to kind of reinforce once the corn starts to take off. Okay, so I put those to bed nighty night, sleep tight. And all they need is a little bit of water. So, let's see. I didn't plan for that. Let me just do a little water. Don't want to show too much in my backyard. Not a whole lot to see. This kind of says it all. I know I desperately need to learn how to edit. That is on the list of things to do, by the way. I've got a really long list of things to do that I don't know if they'll ever truly get done. Sometimes things just take shape and form when they're supposed to. We really have such little control over this place. And in a way, I'm very glad about it. Okay, it's gonna be good enough. Okay. Hope I'm not making anyone seasick. My big shadow. Like Groundhog's Day. Okay. This is about as basic as it gets, you guys. And in fact, let's go ahead and put it in the watering trays. That way when I water, let me stand out of the way over here. Okay, so we'll let that soak in a bit. Wish I had some kind of great advice, but I really don't have any really great advice today. But for right now, this is about the most that I can do today to get the party started with the garden. But in time, I do believe that we'll get something growing here not very long from now. Corn's pretty hardy, and these GMO corn seeds, if you look at them up close, they look very different than the little kernels that you're going to get in the nursery aisle at, say, a home improvement place, Lowe's, Southerns, or wherever you live. So they're going to look more like a kernel of popcorn. So it'll be interesting to see how these work out. Anyway, y'all, that's all I have for now. I'll talk to y'all in a little bit. Okay, God bless everybody. Bye-bye.